بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm your English teacher today inshallah. Today inshallah we are gonna take the student book of the second level of the secondary school, full flying high 2. So today you're gonna take vocabulary and grammar, secondary stage level 2, page 68, 69. Today inshallah we are gonna take page 68 and 69. Now inshallah today we are going to expose or establish, we are gonna develop the unit topic crime and law, expose student to formal and informal discourses, teach vocabulary related to crime and law, develop some writing and speaking skills. Now, crime and punishment. Crime and punishment. Already we have taken the meaning of crime, and punishment means today we're gonna take the meaning of punishment and some other words. Punishment. The act of punishing. The act of punishing. Okay, when you punish someone, we said punishment. Okay. The punishments that the government has inflicted on the protesters are severe and unjust. Okay, the punishments the government has inflicted on the protesters are severe and unjust. This is the example. Okay, here they said the punishments of the government. Okay, on the protesters. Okay. Here the examples. It means when you punish someone, do something harm or something to make him stop what he do. Okay. This is the meaning of punishment. Now convicts. The meaning of convicts, it's a noun. It means a person serving a usually long prison sentence. The person in the prison, the person who sent to the prison, called a convict. Okay, it means when he stole something or he murdered anyone, he becomes a convict. This is the example. A warning that the 3 escaped convicts were armed and dangerous. Okay, here the police sent warning that the 3 escaped convicts, okay, they escaped from the prison. They are armed. They are armed means they have guns or any weapon, and they are dangerous. Okay, they are dangerous to the people. These are the meaning of punishment and convicts. Now, let's complete. Settlement. Settlement means the sum, estate, or income secured to one by such a settlement. Okay, this is the meaning of settlement. Here an example. I got the house in the divorce settlement. Okay, it means the place, the state, the place where usually convicts sent to. Sometimes at the old time or at the last age, they send the convicts or the prisoners to far places to prison them there. Okay, this is called the settlement. Okay, it's the place where they send the prisoners usually. Aborigines It means a member of the original people to inhabit an area, especially as contrast with an invading or colonizing people. It means the group of people, the original people who inhabit the country, okay? Like the Indians of the Americans, they are Aborigines, or the original people who inhabit the America, okay? America. This is the meaning of Aborigines, okay? Here we have an example. The Aborigines had no immunity against the raft of diseases brought by the invaders, okay? Here we have an example. The Aborigines is the original people of the country. Invaders, the one who conquered the country or try to colonize the country. Like the Indian and the American who come, or the British and French armies who came from Europe to conquer the America's continent. Now, we will move on to the grammar. Past perfect. The past perfect normally used to talk about actions that were completed before some point in the past. So, we use the past perfect to talk about actions were completed before some point in the past. Normally, we use the past to talk about anything happened in the past, okay? We don't care if it's finished before something, it's in the past. No matter what is the time or is it finished before something or such that. But in the past perfect, the action must be completed before a specific point in the time. Okay, we will explain more. Here we have the timeline. As you can see, the timeline, here we have the past and the present. As you can see, here's this is our action which we will use the past perfect with. And this is a specific point in the past. The action must be finished before this point in the past. As an example, 8 o'clock yesterday. Okay, I must be finished my action before 8 o'clock yesterday. Okay, in the timeline, this is the past perfect use. We use the past perfect for actions which took place before a specific point of time or another action in the past. Okay, we express or use the past perfect when we have an action happened and finished before a specific point of time, like 8 o'clock yesterday, or before another action. Okay, let's say I finished my homework. I had finished my homework before my father arrived home. Okay, here we have two actions. One happened before the other. Okay, one happened and finished before the other. I finished my homework before my father came home. Okay, so we will use the past perfect to make you know that I had finished my homework before his arrived. Okay, here we have an example. Sarah had finished her homework by 7 p.m. So we have an action finished before a specific point in the past or time in the past. Here we have finished her homework, happened in the past, and finished in the past before 7 p.m. in the past also, okay, before a specific point of time. Here we have some key words of the past perfect. Each rule of a grammar has key words. Key words refers to the tense. The past perfect keywords are, or some of them, not all of them, some of them are before plus a point of time, okay, before 10 o'clock, before yesterday, before last year, and so on. Before he wake up, as an example. It's not necessary to mention a time, a specific time, maybe another action in the past. Also, by plus a point of time, before, by the lunchtime, by his arriving, or his arriving by 10 o'clock, and so on. Also, after, when, by the time. These are the keywords, or some of the keywords of the past perfect. If you find these words in the sentence and you find two actions or one action happened and finished before a specific point of time, so definitely this tense is past perfect. Okay? Now we will do some examples. After Paul, okay, finish his homework, he go to the mall with his friends. Okay, this is the first one. We must decide, is it past perfect? Yes, it's past perfect because we have the keyword after. Here we have after, as you can see. Now we must decide which one is the first action, finish or go. Sure, he finished his homework first, then he go to the mall. All the two actions in the past. So the first one will be past perfect. The first action must be in the past perfect and the second in the past simple. So had finished, after Paul had finished his homework, he went to the mall with his friends. This is, or these are the answers. Number 2, Noura not wake up by 6 o'clock yesterday morning. Okay, she didn't wake up. But here we have the keyword by and a specific point of time in the past. So we will use the past perfect. Here, the past perfect will be hadn't woke up in the by 6 o'clock yesterday morning. We will put had, not the negative form. Then we will put wake up in the past participle. Wake up, the past participle is woke up. Okay. The last one, Sarah leave the school by 2 o'clock yesterday. Okay, here we have by and specific point of the time. So we will use directly past perfect. Had left, the past participle of leave, left. Had left the school by 2 o'clock yesterday. Now go or move on to the pronunciation. Here notice this, notice that the spelling for the same sound is sometimes the same and sometimes different. Here we have some sounds like here E, went, met, said. Here we have the same sound in the 3 words. The spelling is different. Here E, here A, I. But the same sound, they have the same sound. Also go to the second sentence. Notice also that the same spelling may represent more than one sound. Here we have the sound E, said, and the sound bade, A. Here. The same spelling, but different sounds. Here we have different spelling, but one sound. So it doesn't matter, or the spelling doesn't matter, because sometimes they have the same sound and the same spelling, and sometimes they have the same spelling but different sounds. Okay? It needs just practicing. Here we have this table of these sounds. Number 1, went. 2, came. 3, thought. Drank. Flew. Okay, here we have these sounds. I will show you a box or some words. I want you to put them in the correct or in the in the correct place in the table. Here we have sent, made, sank, bought, grew. What do you think? Went. Which one is suitable with went? The sound E. Went. E. What's the proper word? Sent. Good. Sent is the same sound. Came. Came. What do you think? Bought, grow, sank, made. What do you think? Made. Thought. What do you think? Sank, bought, grew. Surely, I think it's easy. It's brought. Drank, sank, grew, sank. The last one will be flew and grew. It's easy. By practicing, you will learn how to differentiate between the sounds of the words. As you can see, the vowels sometimes give different sounds. By practicing, you will, inshallah, cover all the sounds and know how to make it. Now, I want you to check that you know the infinitive and the past participle for the verbs in your table. Here we have some verbs: went, sent, came, made, thought, bought, drank, sank, flew, grew. I want you to write the infinitive, means the root of the verb, and the past participle of each verb. Okay? Here, let's take the first one as an example. Went, sent. What about went? What is the infinitive of went? Go. What is the past participle? Go, went, gone. So, the past participle of go is gone. What about sent? What is the infinitive? Sent. And the past participle is sent. Okay? As you can see here, go, gone, send, sent. Let's move to the second one. Came. What's the infinitive? Come. What is the past participle? Come also. Come. Came, come. These are some irregular verbs. What about made? The infinitive make and the past participle is made. Here, come, make, made. Move on to thought. Thought, think, thought. The buy, bought. Drank and sank. Drank and sank. What is the past participle and the infinitive? Drink, drank. Sank, sink, sunk. Okay? The last one here, flew and grow. Flew, what is the infinitive flew? Fly. And flown is the past participle. Grew, the infinitive is grow and the past participle is growing. Okay? Here we have the infinitives and the past participle of each verb in the table. Okay? We have now the infinitive, the root of the verb, the past participle, the past symbol and the past participle of the verb. Okay? That's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed the class. Thank you and see you next time, inshallah.